And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
There goes the story of Jacob and Esau again, the white man versus the black man. Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world.
For Esau is the end, and that's a beautiful scripture, man. Good. Because you want to find out what's the end of the world all about. First of all, you got to have white people ruling. And the Most High said that. For Esau is the end of the world. The white man is, read it the right way. For Esau, put the translation in there.
For Esau, for the
right.
so-called white man, is the end of the world.
That's what it means. That's how it's supposed to be read, so you can understand it. Read that again. For the white man.
For the so-called white man,
go ahead,
is the end of the world.
For the so-called white man is the end of the world. That's right in the scriptures. But we're just breaking it down for you because you don't understand it.
Yeah, you don't know who Esau is.
We're not going to say really Esau. When we say Esau, you don't know that you're Esau. So we got to put the word, we got to break it down for you.
Right.
For the white man is the end of the world. The white man's, his end is now. Go ahead.
For the white man is the end of the world.
Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Jacob is another name for the 12 tribes of Israel. Because Jacob's name was given by the Most High through an angel. His name shall be the nation of Israel, which his sons and daughters became the nation of Israel, all right?
I got a scripture.
Go ahead.
2 Peter 3:12. Looking for and hasten unto the coming of the day of God.
Now, hold up. Looking for and hastening the what?
Looking for and hasten unto the coming of the day of God.
Looking for and hastening the coming of the day of God. Who's supposed to be looking for and hastening? The haste means, like if somebody's coming to meet you and you see them, come on, hurry up. We're going to miss, come on, hurry up. We're going to miss this train. The Most High is telling you, you're supposed to haste the end of the white man's world.
That's right, man.
You're supposed to get mad at the Most High.
Yeah, man.
Not build no damn crystal cathedral.
Not going back into the world, shaving off your beard.
Right, not going back to the world, shaving off your beard and all that. All right?
Yeah, I know, yeah, right? Yeah.
Hey, but hastening, man. You're supposed to be ready. You're supposed to come on, Lord.
Yeah, man.
When you gonna come?
When you gonna
come down here and deliver us?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's also in the book of Luke, the 21st chapter. Lift up your eyes and rejoice, for you know that your redemption draweth nigh.
Right.
Now go back to where you read that again, what you just read.
2 Peter 3:12.
See, but you know what y'all waiting for? Y'all looking for? You know what y'all hastening? That damn chip. That's what you're hastening, man. That period chip. And a lot of you gonna get it, man.
Right.
And you know how they gonna make a lot of people get it? First of all, they're gonna get the black woman to get it because they're gonna cut off her welfare.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't get that chip, you don't get no welfare, you don't get no Medicaid, no Medicare.
No
and
chip,
you can't,
no chip.
and you can't, right, no chip, no tip. And you can't, and you can't work. Because now in order for you to get a job anywhere legitimately, you gotta have a social security number.
Right.
You can be the best qualified guy. You can have everything. Here's my resumes, here's this. I'm not gonna do this. Backwards, I'm the best qualified guy. But the last thing is, do you have a social security number? No, I don't. I'm sorry, sir. So the same thing gonna be with the chip. So a lot of the black woman, she gonna take it. She ain't gonna have no problem taking it, man.
Right.
She gonna put it in her children. All right? And a lot of you niggas are gonna get that chip.
Follow the black
Kelly gonna get the chip.
Yep.
Dave Chappelle gonna get the chip. All those damn entertainers are gonna get the chip. Go ahead, brother, go ahead.
This says, this is radio tag study revealed at Cabot. You might never lose another sock once radio frequency ID, RFID tags are used everywhere. Google's chief internet evangelist has said, Vint Cerf was speaking at the Cebet Technology Fair in Hanover after the announcement of a Europe-wide constellation study on RFID. The study was announced at a press conference by the European Commission. RFID is a technology that puts a small amount of computer memory into a tag readable at a distance by radio. It promises to revolutionize the way we track items and even people, which worries civil liberties groups. The aim of the consultation exercise is to gauge reactions to RFID by both business and citizens in Europe. We are heading toward a world in which billions of network objects and sensors will report their location, identity, and history. Viney Redding, the EU commissioner.
All of the EU, PT7, the EU is also a part of the peace of Nato, because the EU goes hand in hand. With the EU represents the European Union, which is a confederation of nations, of 10 nations that was brought together, which got power in 1950. Actually, they got their charter in 1958, and so they got power with the peace, or with NATO. Now, it started with 10. It started with 10 nations. Then it went from 11, 12, now it's 26 nations, but it actually started with 10 nations, which is found in the book of Revelation, where it speaks about that, the 10-nation confederacy, all right, the 10 nations. Go ahead.
It says, the EU commissioner behind the exercise warned that the wider use of RFID would not be allowed to undermine the fundamental liberties that European citizens enjoy. Ms. Redding, EU Commissioner for the Information Society and Media, also took time to point up the benefits of RFID. She said European aircraft manufacturer Airbus was already using RFID tags on the replaceable parts, such as brakes, seats, and light belts of the planes it builds. Many other firms are also trying out RFID tags to help them streamline their supply chain.
Right, RFID tags represent, eventually, they're going to make it into a chip, which they're already doing. They have a company called Berry Chip, where they actually take that chip, and I spoke about it earlier, about putting it in the back of the dog's neck, or a cat in the back of their neck, or the child. Well, eventually, they're going to say you have a choice. You can have that chip put into your forehead or put into your right hand. All right, and that's in the book of Revelation. We know that's going to happen. It's already happened, but they plan on pushing on a wide scale. Go ahead.
Right. It says, Ms. Redding said widespread use of radio tags would tie together the internet world of cyberspace with the real world. Quote, we are heading toward a world in which billions of network objects and sensors will report their location, identity, and history, end quote, she said. It fell to net veteran Mr. Suref to give a futuristic and slightly frivolous example of how RFID tags might be employed in the coming years. He was speaking during a debate on the promise and pitfalls of the smart labeling technology. RFID could solve the mystery of missing socks, and that's a very important contribution to society.
Oh, really, man? I don't give a damn about no socks. You can buy 10 pair of socks for 50 cents, man. Go ahead.
It says, Mr. Suraf envisioned a day when RFID tags were so ubiquitous,
which means everywhere. All right, go ahead.
That everything, including our socks, would be stubbed with them.
And they're doing that. They've been doing that for years in department stores. When you buy a shirt or something, they have this clip on there. It's the same, a tag. And when you go to pay for it, they use this device and they take it off. And sometimes they use a little, it's like a little small chip and it has
Stick
computer right numbers. And once they deactivate it, they rub it off something. They deactivate it, then you can walk out the store.